Okay, let's unpack this absolute chaos of a story. The White House using Spider-Man to promote ICE. What universe does this even make sense in? Honestly, my first reaction was, did I accidentally fall into a crossover episode of The Daily Show and Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse? But no, this is real life, or at least the Trump administration's version of it. Let me break this down because, trust me, there's way more here than just some cringe Instagram post. So, the White House dropped a carousel post featuring Spider-Man's webs trapping undocumented immigrants, captioned "Your friendly neighborhood ICE agents." First thought, who greenlit this? Was this the result of someone watching Spider-Man, Brand New Day, and suddenly being struck by the great idea lightning bolt? Because here's the thing. Spider-Man's whole deal is fighting for the little guy. He's the hero who gets harassed by the Daily Bugle, not the guy cuffing people in alleyways. The irony here is thicker than a Marvel Cinematic Universe post-credits scene. But wait, let's talk about the backlash. Fans immediately called out the White House for twisting a character who literally says, "With great power comes great responsibility." One commenter said, "My spider sense is tingling for a lawsuit." And honestly, that's not a bad call. Marvel's lawyers are probably drafting something right now. But here's what fascinates me, the administration's defense. Their spokesperson basically said, leftists triggered by using Spider-Man to make our immigration policies viral need to ask themselves if he'd support criminals. Wait, so now we are psychoanalyzing fictional characters to justify real-world politics. This is the hill you are choosing to die on. Oh, and here's the kicker. The images are AI-generated. The photo of Spider-Man arresting people. Which raises so many questions. Why use AI instead of real visuals? Are they trying to avoid copyright issues? Because let's be real, Disney owns Marvel, and if they are not thrilled about this, the White House could be looking at a cease and desist letter the size of the Stark Tower. But this also fits into a larger trend we are seeing in politics, AI as a loophole. If you can't get permission for something, just generate it yourself and claim its artistic expression. Bold move. Illegal aliens aside, this feels like the start of a very messy legal debate. Let's zoom out for a second. Why Spider-Man? Out of all the superheroes, why not Superman or Batman? Because Spider-Man's neighborhood angle makes him relatable, right? The administration is trying to frame ICE as the local heroes keeping communities safe. But here's the problem, Spider-Man's neighborhood is Queens, not some detention center. He's the guy who'd probably protest ICE policies in a comic book. The White House is essentially doing a villain rewrite of one of the most iconic heroes in pop culture. And that's not just tone deaf, it's a calculated move to weaponize nostalgia against political opposition. What's even more bizarre is this isn't the first time. Earlier in the week, they dropped an AI parody of Nicole Kidman's AMC ad, with a guy in a MAGA hat wandering the White House. So this isn't a one-off. The administration is leaning hard into meme politics, using AI to hijack pop culture for propaganda. And honestly, it's working, at least in terms of engagement. The Spider-Man post got 32,000 comments. Love it or hate it, they've mastered the algorithm. But at what cost? When you start rewriting superhero narratives to fit political agendas, you're not just making a post, you're rewriting the rules of political communication. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. This isn't just about ICE or Spider-Man. This is about who controls the stories we consume. By using AI to co-opt characters like Spider-Man, the administration is blurring the line between fiction and reality. And if Marvel stays silent, that sets a dangerous precedent. Because once you let politicians rewrite Spider-Man's morals, what's stopping them from redefining Superman's truth, justice, and the American way to fit their agenda? Personally, I think this is the start of a cultural arms race. If corporations don't fight back, expect to see Batman endorsing tax cuts or Wonder Woman shilling for military recruitment next. Final thought, this whole situation feels like a supervillain plot that's too on the nose even for a Marvel movie. But here we are. The White House's Spider-Man post isn't just cringe, it's a symptom of a larger trend where pop culture is fair game for political warfare. And as someone who's watched superhero stories evolve for decades, this feels like a pivotal moment. Will studios fight back? Will AI-generated political propaganda become the norm? Or will this backfire spectacularly when Marvel fans start organizing real-world protests? Honestly, I'd subscribe to that channel. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because trust me, this isn't the last we'll hear of this saga.